Good evening, guys. I have an update here about a Dapol new semaphore twin arm signal. One of my customers phoned me up and said in the instructions, Dapol state that you can use the DigiKeys DR4018 to drive the Dapol signal. This isn't wrong, but it isn't quite right. You need to do something else. It needs more than just the 4018. So the 4018, the first thing you must do is set the DR4018 so it's an on-off switch. This isn't a volt-free output. This is a driven on-off switch. So you could use it for switching a light on in your houses, street light, or something like that. So it's a positive return, and then it enables it to drive 16 on-off switches. So that's CV47 to a value of 1. That's the first step you have to do. The second step is then to connect the 4018 to a relay board, which is a DR4102. This switch then turns the relay on or off. This then enables the servo in the Dapol signal to either go up or down. It's as simple as that. But you do need this extra board, the DR4102. If you haven't got that, you would just put DC 12 volts into the signal, and you don't want to be doing that. It states that in the instructions. So I'll show you how I've set this up and how easy it can be done. I've also have another product I found, and I'll show you that. It's a bit less wiring with that, a little bit more cost, but not much. So it's a choice that you can make. Okay, so here we have the DR4018 connected up. I am running it off DCC track power. I've got the DR5000 here, so I've connected that to the track output. That then comes into the signal, and then I just looped it onto the power. So the actual track power is powering the output device. Now, the other item you need is this. This is just a relay. And the output, when we put it into the on-off mode, powers this relay. So when it's powered, the relay's one way. When it's unpowered, the relay latches back the other way. So here is the 3 terminals. The center is the common, and with this signal that is the yellow wire, and then it switches between either the orange cable or the brown cable, which activates the servo either one way or the other. So as you can see, I've connected it up here. Now these accessory decoders are positive return, so the common is actually a positive output. So the black wire has to go to the left terminal of this relay board, and the right terminal is the negative return. I can show you that. Hold on, here we go. So here is that relay board, and as you can see, the left side of the 4102 is the positive and the right is the negative, and then DC power shows you the little diagram there. And then the relay, so the common in the center is the yellow wire from the Dapol signal, the NC is the orange, and the NO is the brown. Okay, so that's how we wire that up. So you can see out of the relay the 3 wires, follow that around, that goes into the back of the signal. Now as comes in the set when you buy it, it has just a toggle switch. So I've left one toggle switch in, and I've also then left the other one goes to the relay. Also, this signal needs DC power to drive the lights, so I've got plugged in here a 12 volt DC power supply. So that's what's driving the lights and giving the board internally in this box here the power to drive the servos. The accessory decoder isn't delivering power to the servos to drive it. There's an internal board and this external DC power supply. So if you were to switch, let's see if I can do it. So if I switch the analog switch, servo drives the left head, and they've even put bounce in, which is really nice. And then the right head, if I can switch that in here, so I've got that on accessory address 1. So I've got the switch panel open here with DigiKeys, so I can then activate that one way and then the other. So if you had a DCC system and this was on accessory address 1, that signal head would drive. So that's how you do it analog, and then digitally from the DR5000. If you had a Z21, a lens system, an NCE system, this would work with any of those systems or any DCC system wired in this manner. I hope that helps people. Sorry about the quality of the video, but I hope that's helpful.